I was born to an addiction. And I love my mother because she's my mother. But when you think of the Lord, when you think of your mother, she's somebody you're supposed to protect. Somebody's supposed to protect. And my mother used to send me to my grandfather's house when he was praying because she wanted to get high, she could take care of it. So, to me, as I grew up experiencing that, my mother is off of drugs now. But I never lived her. I haven't lived her. That's a battle that I struggle with all the time. Like my friends don't know, and I was like, I'm going to talk to you, but I'm not going to talk about because I got some stories. But this is my experience, and in dealing with that, I don't have a relationship with my mother because I felt like she could have done better. She could have protected me as her child. And growing up, I was looking for love in the wrong places. I knew too much at a young age, things that I shouldn't have known. And so because of that, I had my first child when I was 14, and I had my second child at 16. And my father wasn't really around that much. And a lot of people, they put stigmas on you. That girl's fast. That girl's mama eats shit. I'm sorry. If she ain't gonna be nothing. 16, you got 2 kids, you didn't even graduate high school yet. But I graduated, and I graduated on time. I went to college, and the person I had my 2 children with was very abusive. I mean, black eyes, a broken rib, like that kind of abusive. Like I put him in jail quite a few times. And then when I stepped into I always wrote. That's one thing I've always did in my entire life, is I always wrote down my experiences because I felt like it was therapeutic. So, writing, I started a website. And I met my husband, who was already in the entertainment industry, who kind of said, well, you write all the time. Why don't you write about what you see in the entertainment industry? So I started writing, and that writing garnered the attention of radio people. Lisa Evans from Hot 97, Power 105, WBLS, and my writing about celebrities, YouTube, garnered the attention of VH1. My mother has never really been a part of my life. I have accomplished a lot of things. I've won awards with the Reverend Al Sharpton. She'll never come. You'll never see her. Every now and again, she'll appear on Facebook and maybe say congratulations. But I say all this because everyone's success story is different. What happens to me is not what happens to her or you. So there's no clear-cut way for me to tell you how to gain your success. All I can tell you is go experience what you experience and keep going. And don't let nobody deter you, or don't let any other outside opinions affect what you got going on. So I say all that to say that I'm doing well. I'm doing well as far as my career and the things that I've done being on TV. And it's so funny because now I have a house and my mother lost hers. And she needed a place to stay. So even though she didn't ask me, I did offer. I said, let me do the copy, and I want to get to heaven. I ain't always been, righteous, but let me throw that out there. So I said, you need a place to stay. And she did not accept it. And I know that the reason why she didn't accept it is because she has to look at me every day.